When conducting a preference assessment, the primary goal is to A. Identify reinforcers for skill acquisition. B. Eliminate problem behavior. C. Teach replacement communication. D. Reduce escape-maintained behaviors. Answer: A. A preference assessment helps determine which items or activities function as reinforcers. This is critical for motivating clients during skill acquisition programs. Which of the following best describes pairing in ABA practice? A. Replacing an unwanted behavior with a functional one. B. Associating yourself with reinforcement to build rapport. C. Prompting a child until they respond correctly. D. Using extinction procedures consistently. Answer: B. Pairing occurs when the technician consistently provides reinforcement while interacting, so the client begins to associate the RBT with positive outcomes. When using a continuous measurement procedure, an RBT should A. Record only instances of challenging behavior. B. Record each occurrence of a target behavior. C. Collect only percentage-based data. D. Ignore behaviors that occur too frequently. Answer: B. Continuous measurement involves recording every instance of the behavior, providing the most detailed data for analysis. An extinction burst is most likely to occur A. Immediately after reinforcement is withheld. B. Only when reinforcement is increased. C. After a new skill is mastered. D. When reinforcement is inconsistent. Answer: A. An extinction burst occurs right after reinforcement is stopped, where the behavior may temporarily increase in frequency, duration, or intensity. What is the main purpose of using task analysis? A. To shorten treatment time. B. To break complex skills into smaller teachable steps. C. To measure preference accurately. D. To identify replacement behaviors. Answer: B. Task analysis divides a complex skill into smaller, manageable steps that can be taught systematically. Which measurement procedure best captures behaviors of short duration? A. Latency recording. B. Frequency recording. C. Duration recording. D. Momentary time sampling. Answer: B. Frequency recording works best for discrete, short-duration behaviors because each occurrence can be easily counted. An RBT implements a token economy to increase compliance. Tokens serve as A. Generalized conditioned reinforcers. B. Primary reinforcers. C. Punishers. D. Natural consequences. Answer: A. Tokens are generalized conditioned reinforcers because they can be exchanged for a variety of backup reinforcers. When conducting discrete trial training, DTT, the correct order is A. Instruction, prompt, reinforcement, data collection. B. Reinforcement, instruction, prompting, data collection. C. Instruction, prompting, data collection, reinforcement. D. Prompt, reinforcement, instruction, data collection. Answer: A. DTT follows the sequence of delivering instruction, prompting if necessary, reinforcing correct responses, and recording data. In ABA, the motivating operation refers to A. The reinforcement schedule. B. An environmental event that alters value of a reinforcer. C. A fixed-time prompt. D. A punishment procedure. Answer: B. A motivating operation temporarily changes the value of a reinforcer, influencing the likelihood of behavior. Which prompt is considered the most intrusive? A. Verbal prompt. B. Model prompt. C. Physical prompt. D. Gestural prompt. Answer: C. Physical prompting is the most intrusive because it requires direct physical guidance of the client's body. A functional behavior assessment, FBA, primarily seeks to A. Identify medical causes of a behavior. B. Determine why a behavior is occurring. C. Provide reinforcement schedules. D. Measure staff fidelity. Answer: B. The FBA identifies the function of a behavior, escape, attention, tangible, automatic, to guide intervention. What is an example of differential reinforcement of alternative behavior, DRA? A. Reinforcing only when the behavior occurs fewer times. B. Reinforcing a socially acceptable replacement behavior. C. Ignoring all behaviors until extinction occurs. D. Punishing problem behavior consistently. Answer, B. DRA strengthens an appropriate alternative behavior that serves the same function as the problem behavior. During a session, an RBT notices inconsistent data collection. The best action is to A. Estimate missing data. B. Record only accurate observed data. C. Ask the BCBA to fill gaps. D. Skip data for that day. Answer, B. Only directly observed, accurate data should be recorded. Inconsistent or estimated entries compromise treatment integrity. Which scenario demonstrates generalization? A. Child uses thank you only with therapist. B. Child uses thank you at school, home, and community. C. Child repeats thank you when prompted only. D. Child stops using thank you after reinforcement ends. Answer, B. Generalization occurs when a learned skill is applied across different settings, people, and stimuli. In ABA, shaping involves A. Prompting correct responses. B. Reinforcing successive approximations toward the target behavior. C. Punishing incorrect responses. D. Conducting a preference assessment. Answer, B. Shaping gradually builds a new behavior by reinforcing closer approximations to the desired behavior. If an RBT is asked to implement a procedure they don't understand, the correct step is to A. Attempt it independently. B. Skip it until further notice. C. Request clarification and training from the supervisor. D. Ask another RBT to do it. Answer, C. RBTs should only implement procedures they are trained in. Ethical guidelines require requesting clarification from supervisors. Which is an example of continuous reinforcement, CRF? A. Reinforcing only every fifth response. B. Reinforcing only after 2 minutes pass. C. Reinforcing every correct response. D. Reinforcing only at the end of session. Answer, C. CRF delivers reinforcement after every correct response, often used when teaching new skills. The latency recording method measures A. How long a behavior lasts. B. How often a behavior occurs. C. Time between instruction and behavior initiation. D. Number of reinforcers delivered. Answer, C. Latency recording measures the elapsed time between a stimulus, instruction, and the initiation of a behavior. Which type of reinforcement schedule is most resistant to extinction? A. Fixed ratio. B. Fixed interval. C. Variable ratio. D. Continuous reinforcement. Answer, C. Variable ratio schedules are highly resistant to extinction because reinforcement is unpredictable, maintaining motivation. When graphing data, an upward trend usually represents A. A decrease in behavior. B. An increase in behavior. C. Stability in data. D. Extinction of behavior. Answer, B. An upward slope on a behavior graph typically reflects increasing frequency or accuracy of the target skill. In ABA, a discriminative stimulus, SD, signals A. That reinforcement is available for a response. B. That reinforcement is permanently removed. C. That punishment is coming. D. That generalization is occurring. Answer, A. An SD signals the availability of reinforcement if the correct response occurs, increasing the likelihood of behavior. What is the main difference between permanent product recording and continuous measurement? A. Permanent product focuses on outcomes rather than direct observation. B. Continuous measurement records only final results. C. Permanent product cannot be reviewed. D. Continuous measurement ignores problem behavior. Answer A. Permanent product recording evaluates tangible outcomes, e.g., completed worksheets, not direct behavior during performance. Which type of extinction involves discontinuing reinforcement maintained by sensory stimulation? A. Escape extinction. B. Attention extinction. C. Tangible extinction. D. Automatic extinction. Answer D. Automatic extinction applies when sensory reinforcement, e.g., hand flapping for stimulation, is removed or blocked. When implementing prompting, fading is important because it A. Eliminates reinforcement entirely. B. Ensures independence by reducing reliance on prompts. C. Prevents behavior acquisition. D. Stops data collection. Answer B. Fading gradually reduces prompts to promote independent responding and avoid prompt dependency. Which of the following is an example of negative reinforcement? A. Providing candy after correct response. B. Removing noise when a child covers ears. C. Ignoring a tantrum until it stops. D. Assigning extra homework. Answer B. Negative reinforcement strengthens behavior by removing an aversive stimulus, like turning off noise when desired behavior occurs.